name was beer, and we were continuing the beer. Let's start with the beer portion. Oh, let's start with the beer portion once again. Let's start with the beer portion once again. So we will be teaching you. Okay, just give me a moment. Hatim, don't leave the class again and again, creating a huge problem. It is. Okay. Now, let me share the screen with you, and let me tell you the whole thing. Just give me a moment. Let me open up the notes and tell you the whole thing. We have already completed the beer making procedure. We have already completed the beer making procedure. Now we will do the next part of this. This is type of beer. The next topic which we will be reading, that is type of beer. Do you know what? On the basis of the barley which we people are getting, and the basis of the production procedure, we have different kinds of beer, and those beers are of different colors. Those beers are of different taste. Those beers of are different styles. So this is our topic today. Let me share the screen with you, and then you will be understanding. Then you will be understanding the whole thing. Is my screen is visible to you people, student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, yes, sir. Very good. In the type of beer, the first thing which we will be learning today, that is bottom fermented beer. Now, what is this bottom fermented beer? This, what class do you have after this? What class do you have after this?
Atria ma'am class.
Okay, no
Accommodation.
problem. Okay, no problem. Okay. Just hold on a minute. Let me talk with Atri madam. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Let me talk with Atri madam to tell her to wait for a couple of minutes. Just a minute. Okay, students. We will start with, can you remember in the last class we people have talked about this? Can you remember this? This is this bottom fermented beer and top fermented beer we people have talked about. Did you see that? This is the top fermented beer and this is the bottom fermented beer. And two type of yeast we people are using. See this one. The Saccharomyces cerevisiae we are using for top fermented beer, and Saccharomyces calvargensis we people are using for the bottom fermented beer. The different types of beers are also being segregated. Different types of beers are also been segregated on the basis of this top fermentation and bottom fermentation. So today we will start reading about the bottom fermentation or bottom fermenting beer. Means where we are using the yeast which is called Saccharomyces calvargensis. Which yeast we people are using, students? Which yeast we people are using? Students? Hello? Students, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Which
Yes,
yeast
sir.
which yeast we people are using? Am I audible to
Saccharado.
you? Am I
Yes.
audible to you people? Am I audible to you people? Am I audible to you people?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's why I'm asking you, students. That's why I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. I mean, like, which yeast we people are using for this bottom fermented beer? This is Saccharomycin. This is Saccharomycin calbargensis. This is Saccharomycin calbargensis. This is Saccharomycin calbargensis. What is the name of this? Please, will you please tell me? Student, will you please tell me the name of the yeast? Students, will you please tell me the name of the yeast? This is Saccharomycin calbargensis. What is the name of it?
Saccharomycin calmargensis.
Exactly. Saccharomyces calbargensis. Where what you people have already read.
Saccharomyces calvargensis.
Exactly. This thing. Okay, this. Okay, let me show you once again. This particular thing you people have read last class. See, in the time of reading yeast, we people have read about this. Okay, I'm segregating this. Okay, that will give you an idea. Okay. Let's segregate this note into two parts. Okay. Now, see, if it is a bottom fermented beer, and I am talking with you this one. See, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
This one I'm talking about, Saccharomycin calbargensis. This beer, this particular yeast is responsible. This particular yeast is responsible for this bottom fermented beers. Okay, this particular yeast produces this bottom fermented beer. Now, first one in this bottom fermented beers, the most important one is the lager beer. Lager means to store. Lager means to store. Lager means to store. Means when we have shown you the beer production procedure, on that time also we people have told you that we are lagering the beer, means we are maturing the beer. This is the lager beer, means those beers we people are storing for
Sir,
at least.
which beer, sir?
Saurabh, I cannot get you, will you please come again?
Sir,
Saurabh, I also cannot get
which
you.
beer
Please
you
come
said, sir?
again.
Yeah, that is we are talking about the lager beers. Lager means storing. Lager means storing. Those beer which
Oh,
we are
like
storing for 6 months, those beer which we people are storing for 6 months, and we are allowing those beer to go for a maturation. That is called the lager beer. Is it clear now?
lager, lager, sir. Is it lager beer?
Yeah, it's a lager beer.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Now, this is the generic name of any bottom
Sir,
fermented
can you
beer.
repeat once again?
Which one?
Sir, what is lager beer?
Lager beer means any beer which is being stored for 6 months in a refrigerated vat. Means a bigger kind of chamber which is basically refrigerated. That is called a refrigerated vat. On that portion, on that vat, we are storing this lager beer for 6 months. We are storing this lager beer for 6 months before use. That is called the lager beer. Is it clear?
Sir, is this beer stored in that barrel, that wooden barrel?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Previously, I mean, at the olden days, this beer used to be kept in the wooden barrels only. But nowadays, when the modern technologies have already arrived, so we are doing what? We are keeping those beers in a refrigerated vat. We are keeping those beers in a refrigerated vat. Vat
Sir,
means,
what is bet, sir?
yeah, it's a bigger kind of chamber. It's a bigger kind of chamber which is a refrigerated. Vat war basically has came. Can you remember that we throw all the garbages in the vat? Vat is a place where we keep the materials and allow them to get rotten. vat is a chamber where we allow the materials to be there and get itself rotten. That is a biodegradable chamber. That's called a vat. So the beer, which is already a biodegraded one, we are storing that inside a vat. That is called a vat, which is refrigerated. मतलब जिसको बाहर से हम लोग टेम्परेचर ठंडा करके रख रहे हैं, उसमें उसको वो फ्रीज करके रख रहे हैं उसको. अभी समझ में आया?
Yes.
Okay. Now always remember. Very good. Now always remember, any beer which is a bottom fermented beer, generally called a lager beer. Any beer which is a bottom fermented beer is basically a lager beer. Lager comes from German word, basically lagern, means to store. See this portion I'm talking about. See this portion I'm talking about. See, lagern means store. It's a German word. Basically, Germans are the most famous beer producing country, and they are the pioneers. They are the pioneers of one of the most beautiful beers ever found in the world. So German words are being taken here. Now see, apply to the bottom fermenting beer because they are low temperature for long period. Lagers are traditionally stored in the cellars or caves for completing of the fermentation. Understood? What is the characteristics? It's a bright gold and yellow color. Please try to understand this. Try to see the portion I have highlighted. Bright gold and yellow in color with a light to medium body. Now body means the density of the beer. The density of the liquid inside the beer is called the body of the beer. The density of the beer is called the body of the beer. Now this beer, what is the characteristics of the beer? This is the bright gold and yellow in color with a light to medium body and are well carbonated. And well carbonated means it have a lots of carbon dioxide inside. So lager is clear, guys? Students, lager you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next coming to
Yes,
the
sir.
Pilsner. Pilsner is a golden color. Guys, remember, whenever you people are reading about any kind of beer or any style of beer, the characteristics, as like they have given you these characteristics, you have to remember these characteristics and from which country this beer is coming from. You have to remember this. Just give me a moment, students. Ma'am. Hello, ma'am. ম্যাম একটা ছোট্ট রিকোয়েস্ট করব আমি আপনাকে, বলছি আসলে একটা মিটিং এর জন্য একটু প্রবলেম হয়ে গিয়েছিল, আমি ক্লাসটাকে শুরু করতে একটু দেরি করে ফেলেছি, মানে দেরি করতে বাধ্য হয়েছি। আমাদের ট্রেনিং এর স্টুডেন্টদের একটুখানি প্রবলেম হয়ে গিয়েছিল। Okay, students, as we're teaching you. Now the next part here is the Pilsner beer. So can you listen my words? Pilsner beer. Now, what is Pilsner beer? Pilsner is a golden color lager. It's a lager beer as well, as it is a bottom fermented beer. Now, it comes from Czech Republic. Did you heard of a country called Czech Republic? Students, did you ever heard of a country called
Yes,
Czech
sir.
Republic? It is Czechoslovakia. This country's name was Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia previously. Now it is called Czech Republic. Now this particular beer is produced from Czech Republic, from a city in the Czech Republic. Basically, its name is Pilsen. Pilsen is a city in the Czech Republic, and that beer is basically produced in the Pilsen city of Czech Republic and gets its name Pilsner, which is a golden color beer. Okay, hop emphasizes on palate, means whenever you will drink the beer, you will able to get the taste of the hop in that beer. Aged in wooden cask. See, it is not been aged in the refrigerated vat, rather it is aged in the wooden cask. And alcoholic strength is 5% V by V. V by V means volume per volume, means one bottle of beer, if it is 650 ml, then 5% of that whole liquid we have alcohol in it. If it is 650 ml of the total volume of the beer, then 5% of the 650 ml will be the alcohol in it. That is called V by V. So this is the Pilsner beer. Next is brand name of the Pilsner beer. See what they have given you. EB Special, Jever, Pilsner, Criquel. These all are the brand names. Guys, you have to remember those brand names. Guys, please remember that you have to remember those brand names. Next is Munchen, Munchen. Munchen is another kind of beer. It's again a lager beer, which comes from Munich. Okay, it comes from Munich. Munich is a city which is a dark brown with multi-flavor from Munich, with its alcoholic percentage 4.5% V by V. Now, it's Dortmunder, one of the famous beer ever in the world. Dortmunder. Dortmunder is one of the famous beer. I have only given the brand names, which are the special kind of beer and which you need to remember the names. I didn't given the brand names in every beer because you don't need to remember. But those beers brand names I have given. Pilsner brand name. Remember those brand names you have to remember. You cannot forget those brand names. You have to remember those brand names. Okay, those brand names like EB Special, Xavier, this all brand names you have to remember. Here also, this is a golden color beer with, this is a golden color beer with balancing the flavor of maltness and hopness. Basically, in the beer, we have two kind of flavor. One is malt flavor. Malt means the fermented barley's flavor, and the hop, the flower which we people are using for the aroma of that beer. So both the aromas are dominating in the beer. So here in this Dortmunder beer, that beer's aroma is quite balanced. Means, as like if you are eating a chicken, or if you are eating a biryani, if the rose water flavor and the nutmeg flavor and other materials flavor, if not balancing, the biryani's flavor will not be good. The same thing in the Dortmunder beer, the balance between the flavor of the malt and the hop is very balanced, and it is alcoholic percentage is 5.2% V by V. Its alcoholic percentage is 5.2% V by V. Brand name DAB is the brand name of the beer. DAB. Okay. Next, Cronen and DUB again. I mean DAB, DUB. Okay. Tomorrow we will get some enough time at our class. We have a long class tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be showing you the pictures of those beer as well. Let's see one picture. See the picture of this beer. This will give you more idea. See. This is the picture of that beer. See. This beer is is a kind of Dortmunder beer. Sorry, it's not Wikipedia. Sorry. This all are the pictures of this beer. Okay. Next. Next is Bock beer. Basically, this beer originally it's a distinction of the strong beer in Germany. Basically, Bock is a German beer. German people produce this beer. A city called Isbeck. Isbeck is a city. You want to see Isbeck? Let me show you Isbeck city of Germany. Let's see the Isbeck. This is the city of Isbeck in Germany. Here, this beer is being produced. This beer is produced. Bock beer, German Bocks. Okay, Bock, B-O-C-K, Bock. Bock is the German beer. Okay, now German Bock. See, this is the brand name. Okay, let me show you this beer. See, Isbeck. This is the beer. This is the exact beer looks like. Okay, you might not able to see this kind of beers in India, but if you go to Germany, these beers are quite popular in around Germany. Okay, now next is this. See, this is also a kind of beer, and these beers are basically exists. This beer are basically exist. See, this is the beer, and this is a quite common one. In Beshar. In Beshar is a very common beer. If you go in the different hotels in India as well, you will get this beer. Okay. Now, next is Doppelbock. Now, what is Doppelbock? Doppelbock is a separate classification. The German Doppelbock has a minimum of 7.5% BYB, means its alcoholic percentage or its alcoholic strength. The strongest will get 13.2%. Even on, if you are coming in Indian aspect, if you go in the Kingfisher strong beers, the alcoholic percentage goes around 12%. Basically, the alcoholic percentage of the beer generally moves from 5% to 12 to 16%. Basically, 12% in India. But if you go in outside India, even the beer's alcoholic percentage can go almost 16 to 17% as well. So it is Isbeck method. Basically, this beer is also produced from Isbeck. Okay, so this is the exact. This is the Doppel, D-O-P-P-L-E, Doppelbock. Basically, Doppel means double. Doppel means double in German language. Doppel means double in German language. Next is strong beer. Now, what is a strong beer? Strong beer is again a kind of beer in Germany. Strong beer, though it's the name of a beer, it's a characteristics of a beer, but it got a name or is a style of a beer as well. Strong beer, which has a alcoholic percentage of 13.2%, which have a alcoholic percentage 13.5%. See here also the same word which I have told you. Most of the Indian beer is most 5% in alcoholic strength. The beer within alcoholic strength is an ideal thirst quencher. Means in India, basically most of the beer have 5.5% BYB. But if you go and watch the alcoholic percentage of Kingfisher Strong, which is generally found in the market in an amber color bottle, that is alcoholic percentage is 12.5%. It's quite a higher alcoholic percentage. A strong beer, if we say strong beer, then beer's alcoholic percentage will be very high. If I say it's a strong beer, the alcoholic percentage of the beer will be very high. Okay, now it is a Dapt Pils beer. Dapt Pils beer. This is a low carbohydrate beer. Low carbohydrate means its carbohydrate content is very less. Its carbohydrate content is very less because if you are drinking beer will be having some sweetness in it. Now this beer, as it have a very low carbohydrate content, this beer will definitely not be a very sweet kind of beer. Okay, now what is the alcoholic percentage of this beer? It is 6% V by B. Okay, now brand names they have given you. Holstein, Pils, Lager. Holstein, Pils, Lager. Now remember, this names you have to remember. Now this is a light beer. Now if it is a light beer,
Sir,
even if, yes please,
yes, sir. Sir,
yes
this
please,
diet pill beer, diet
yes beta,
pill beer. Yes, sir. This diet pill beer, sir. DIAT.
diet pill beer, yes, diet pills beer, yes.
Yes, sir. Diet pill beer. Sir, this beer शुगर जिसको सर शुगर हुआ रहता है सर वो ले सकता है ना सर?
नहीं 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 ऐसा,
नहीं?
जिसको शुगर है उसको बियर पीना ही नहीं चाहिए ज्यादा।
सर यहाँ पे
उसको
लिखा हुआ है बियर फॉर डायबिटीज इसीलिए सर पूछा।
मैंने देखा है, but do you know what? Diabetic people should not go with the beers because I mean even diabetic people should not go with the rum as well. Do you know what? Those things which are being prepared from the carbohydrate things, people should not eat that. But if at all people want to eat, then okay, no problem, that can be adjusted. Okay,
Yes,
it is
sir.
not that it is written that the diabetic people can go and drink this beer. The diabetic people start drinking those beer. No, this should not. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood.
Okay, sir.
So we have to give the variance, to the people. So your health is your health to you only. Now light beer, always remember in India also we have light beer as like Kingfisher Light or Kingfisher Premium. Kingfisher Premium has an alcoholic percentage of 8%, and the Kingfisher Light, we even have a brand variety of Kingfisher, which is a Kingfisher Light. That Kingfisher Light have a alcoholic percentage of 4 to 5%. Here also the low calorie beer from USA and Britain. Now what is Britain? Britain means the cluster of the countries like United Kingdom, then Scotland and Ireland. These three countries together is called Great Britain. So from those countries, the beers which you people are getting, this is called light beers, and it is alcoholic percentage is 4%. Okay, brand names Miller. If you want to see, the Miller is a very common beer, and I have tasted this beer. It's fantastic, It is fantastic, not like Kingfisher. It is really fantastic. Miller beer, check. This beer is very fantastic and very beautiful in taste, very sweet in taste and very beautiful. Okay, now let's come in stem beer. It is a highly carbonated beer, means it have a lots of carbon dioxide, deep brown color. Okay, stem beer. Let me show you stem beers. Stem beer. See, this is a stem beer. This is the exact color of the beer. What happens? Basically, this kind of beer is produced from this kind of grains, Okay, this kind of grains. This kind of grains. This last one, this one. This kind of grains, which is basically black in color, and that's why the beer is being produced amber in color. Okay, so this is the stem in color, basically flavor of clove, orange peel, peaches, and tangy beer. Okay, this is the stem beer. Okay, now this is Rosh beer. This is Rosh beer. It is a bottom fermented beer, intense smoky flavored beer from Germany. The malt is dried on beech wood. Basically, beech wood is a kind of wood on which this barleys are been smoked with this beech wood, and it gets a smoky flavor. Okay, guys, understood? For today, this one. Next day, I mean tomorrow, we will be having a lots of time to complete this beer, and we will definitely complete the total beer portion. So till now, whatever we people have read, anybody have any query? Harsh?
No,
Any
sir.
query?
Easily understand. Easily
Okay.
understand.
Shibam, any question, any query?
No, sir.
Shibam? Okay.
No, sir.
Saurav, any question, any query? Any question, any query, Saurav? Shongita, any question, any query?
No, sir.
Understood everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anirban, any question?
No,
Anirban?
sir.
Okay. Hatim, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Understood everything though? Shushmita, Rahul, any question? Shushmita, any question?
No, sir.
Rahul, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. I will be giving one more assignment, practical assignment to you people, and the beer-based assignment, the MCQ I will be giving for beer-based assignment, and one assignment for writing for practical examination on 40 marks will be given. Both you have to complete within the time. I will give you time, don't worry. Okay. Thank you for the day. We will be starting our class exact time tomorrow, and I will be telling everybody to come in the class tomorrow. Okay, we will complete the beer tomorrow and we will be understanding the whole thing properly. Chalo, all the best. Thank you, students.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Students.
sir.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
best.
Thank you,
Chalo.
sir.